G'day everyone, Steve from the running company Lilydale. Just thought I'd do a bit of a shoe tech or a shoe update on a new model that's just come out recently that I've been putting some Ks in myself and doing some different types of running in, and then been really impressed by this new model. So just thought I'd share that feedback with you. So today I've got the Hoka Mach 6, however you want to say it. But essentially at the end of the day, this shoe has come into my rotation with my other footwear and has been really strong for me. What we're looking at is a really lightweight trainer, so a shoe that is really lightweight in itself. Fairly traditional sort of amount of stack height underfoot, nothing too super and chunky underfoot. And the best thing about this shoe for me is the use of the supercritical foam that they're using in the shoe. So a really reboundy, poppy kind of shoe underfoot, but in a really sweet, lightweight package. You know, we're talking just over 230 grams for a men's size 9 in this particular shoe. What I've been loving about it is the fact that, pick it up in hand, it feels really light. Always a good big tick for me. I always like the shoe to be nice and light underfoot, particularly when you're using it for speed, interval, and some tempo work as well too. For me, the overall feel of this shoe is really well balanced. As much as most Hokas have a really pronounced rocker geometry underfoot, this one's fairly smooth. I actually feel like it starts sort of around sort of midfoot towards the slide of the back, towards the rear foot, I guess. It's really smooth throughout to the forefoot. Once again, using the really poppy foam underfoot, I feel like this shoe really lifts and activates under the ball of my foot in particular. It's something that I've found really comfortable when I'm doing speed work, and obviously when I'm doing interval work as well too. It just feels like you can really snap off that forefoot really well. I've been doing some tempo work in this shoe as well too, up to 10k sort of tempos, and once again, really nicely balanced underfoot, really light, really snappy, really poppy. To be honest, I feel like this has been a bit of a sleeper of a shoe that's just come in the last couple of months. There's been a lot of hype around ASICS Super Blast and all these other sort of highly stacked, lightweight foam shoes using for tempos, speed, as well as long runs. And I feel like this shoe hits that mark, and I'm going to say it, possibly better than the Super Blast as well too. Personally, that is my view and my opinion. I do know a few people who have come into the store looking for Super Blast who have now gone into this and are absolutely loving it. It just ticks boxes for so many different things. If you're someone who's wanting to do speed work on the track, doing interval work, you know, doing those tempo runs where you're trying to hold a bit of a threshold pace, this shoe just really pops underfoot. Really well designed. It's a big update on the Mach 5. That used to be a 2-layer midsole shoe with the ProFly foam above to give you that poppy soft sort of feel, where this is 1 layer all the way through. They have put a better outer sole on the bottom of these as well too. It used to be exposed EVA. Now we're looking at a much more, covered outer sole on the bottom for durability. To be honest, grip hasn't phased me at all in terms of what conditions I've been running in, whether it's wet, on road surfaces. I also wear it on gravel as well too, and you can see it's wearing really well underfoot as well too. Nice sort of broad sort of platform as well too, but not overly broad, so it still feels like it's sort of shaped to your foot, I guess, without it being too flared through the forefoot, so not too wide. I also find that this is very snappy. You can see it just really pops back into itself, so it really has that real nice springy effect underfoot. Sometimes with these shoes they put a really thin tongue on it. This is a thin tongue like a race shoe, but they do have some slight padding where the logo is, and it just protects where the laces sit across the foot. So for me that works really well, because some other shoes that don't have that, I get a lot of pressure points right on the top there. Gusseted in terms of the tongue is built in on both sides, so you can see there and on the other side as well, just to give you more of a lockdown of that tongue, but also midfoot lockdown as well too, so you don't feel like you're going to move around in the shoe, which is great. Overall, really neat package, and to be honest, price point wise, it is cracker at $260. I feel like, if this is something that you're looking at, definitely come in and try it on underfoot, because this feels really good. I know it's just my opinion, but we've had a few people install as well too. But I thought I'd share my thoughts with you guys just to see what the shoe is all about. Hoka Mach 6, you know, has launched well, but like I said, I think it's been a bit of a sleeper with some other shoes on the market, and I think this hits the mark for a lot of people who are just wanting something fun, snappy, responsive underfoot. So yeah, come and try it out for yourself.